Hi! Welcome to the State of Decay 2 stream. I'm your host, Jeffrey Card. And next to me is a guy I'll identify in a moment. But the main star of the show right now is Devil's Feline, who you can hear coming in through our party chat. Devil's Feline, how you doing?
Oh, God.
She's stranded.
Oh, God, I'm not good right now.
Well, let's see what's going on with her real
Sweet
quick.
mercy, there are like 300
God, get me
zombies.
in the car. No.
So this is Mark running away from Devil's Feline. Leaving her stranded with a juggernaut.
I don't have a weapon. My weapon's broke.
If only I had something to distract people. Hey, over here,
Only I
everybody.
had.
Come on over here.
Vehicle. You know, this is just Bronto. Not a big deal.
So I like a nice in
Outta
media res beginning to a story.
Man.
This is great.
I'm just insta-bloody.
Get in! Ah, no!
Ow!
Ah!
Alright, this guy's not long for this. Whoa,
Oh, no,
that's
oh, no.
You
not
asked for it. Oh,
I
no.
just recruited that guy! Wait,
Saved you. Get in the car.
did you save it? Oh!
Get in the car.
No, no, not anymore. Not anymore.
Oh, what the hell?
Nom 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 nom! Nom nom nom!
Oh,
That didn't work.
Zex is
That's fine.
dead.
Well.
Man. So I guess we're gonna get teleported back to base. Well, this is just the perfect time to
I know,
step
right?
back for a moment and say hi.
I'm really good at driving.
So
Hi.
this is
Hi,
Mark
guys.
Lautenbach. He's an environment artist. A lot of you might know him as Undead Mark. He shows up in the chat for a lot of our streamers, including Devil's Feline. This is Devil's Feline up here, superimposed on Mark because I don't know how to make presentations. And she's got her own Twitch channel.
I'm
You
just
should go
on
check it
Mark.
out. It's Devil's Feline. And we're going to go back to seeing what's going on in the game. Oh, hey, there's a slide. That's like Devil's Feline's favorite part of the game.
Yeah. It is my favorite part of the game. A slide.
Alright, I'm coming.
Okay.
Try getting on that. Try getting on that slide, Mark. I dare you. Guess what? You can't.
Oh, man.
Oh man.
We got like a vendetta. Okay, here we go. He was this close to death. So close, man. Poor Zex. He died pointlessly. Oh, hey, look, there's a
Hey,
chat. I
I
should be
tried
reading
to
the
save
chat.
him.
Get in.
Yeah.
There you go. You tried.
Always let me drive, Pluto. I'm
So-
a good driver. It's fine.
So Rodan2 asks, maybe Marcus should return to Trumbull Valley since there's an outcry for him. We're thinking about that, about who exactly people will want to see when we do our future update to the game or DLC to the game. We haven't really announced what form it's
killing
taking.
this guy.
But when we return to Trumbull Valley,
I'm going home.
there are a lot of people who are wondering, who are we going to see again? Now, the story of the original State of Decay has Marcus escaping Trumbull Valley with Lily, if Marcus survived at all in your version of the game. And we know that Lily got out because Lily is the voice in the radio. She's the leader of the network. And so clearly Lily's community has gotten out
God.
and has done other things. But who might be left behind in
Oh,
Trumbull
God.
Valley? Who didn't come with them?
Can't go
I think
this way.
that's kind of the question. So we'll have to see.
Where'd you come from?
Love to see what's going on there. So,
Probably a bad idea. 'Cause I'm almost dead.
so Devil's Feline, you are a Twitch streamer. You started out playing a lot of State of Decay
Yes.
2, but you play a lot of stuff now.
Yes.
So what got you
Yes.
into streaming? Like, what made you think of that as being what you wanted to sort of do?
Well, it's actually when I started streaming through a PC. So I was playing like League of Legends with friends. We were just playing. We're stuck on nothing. I don't know what we're stuck on. Like literally, there's nothing here. Like there's nothing here.
If only we had a
There's
feature
nothing here.
to unstuck us.
If only we had a feature. Shh. But no, I started streaming like PUBG, and then I moved to PUBG on console. But then I never was into zombie games. This is really bad. I was never into zombie games. I don't even like zombie games, like any zombie games. This is the only zombie game I play. That's it. I don't like other zombie games.
What
But,
made this one different for you?
This game, well, okay, so I get motion sickness in first person. So the game's
Oh.
third person. Perfect. I can shoot things. Again, my favorite thing to do. I can do it in this game. Like, the only thing this game is missing, and Mark knows, is animals. If it had animals, it literally would be my game. Like, this would be my game.
We technically have cows.
But no, friends told me to stream
exploding
because
cows.
I always have people like hanging out with me every time I play a game, and they said your personality is really like bubbly and people like be around you. Why don't you stream? And I was like, I don't know. I said it probably won't go nowhere. Well, it's gone somewhere.
10 years
it's
later.
gone somewhere.
Yeah, you're based. So you
Yeah,
stream,
I'm up to like, yeah.
You're up to like what?
I'm up to 1,144 followers.
That's awesome. Congratulations. I mean, so like, how do you build a community like that? Like, how do you get, like?
Well, I actually told all my friends, like Pluto in chat, he's one of them. There's a couple others that are in chat. They all know me before streaming, and I told them, like, I told all my friends, like, didn't matter who they were. I told family, I told everyone, anybody, watch me. Like, here's my stream, watch me. Because then doesn't matter how many you have in, like, that are sitting there watching you. It just matters, like, that they're there, because it'll boost you up in the category of the game you're playing.
Oh, gotcha.
So once I started playing this game, since I can play with other people, I opened my stream up to anyone can play with me. And then from then on, I've only do multiplayer games that are cross-plat, because I used to be PC, so I don't want to leave out my PC friends. So I mostly play games that are cross-plat, and this game is cross-plat. So,
that is true.
And that's one thing I stretch the most is this game is cross-plat, guys. It doesn't matter if you're on Xbox, it doesn't matter if you're on PC. You don't even have to ask that, because as long as you're not on PlayStation, you can play this. Like, let's be honest. Sorry,
or Switch.
PlayStation.
Now and then people ask us if we're ever going to put it on the Switch, and we're like, I don't think we can pull that off. Mostly because Microsoft's our publisher.
I don't think so either. I think it'd be weird on Switch, to be honest.
Yeah, well, I think
weird on Switch.
We're really sort of straining the edges of what the hardware can handle with this sheer number of zombies and simulated open spaces and stuff like that in the game. Like you can go inside every building. That's like Mark's like full-time job is making sure that you can go inside of every building and find a lot of awesome stuff in there. And so it's like this is a very complex world, and it would be very hard to put it on any hardware that's less powerful than even an Xbox One X. Honestly, like this game is really kind of made to push the boundaries. So like I've got my own stream, that I try to do on the side, but I'm really inconsistent. Like I don't show up very much, and I'm terrible at reading the chat.
That's the one thing you need.
Like you just have to be on all the time,
really
right?
Need to be is consistent. No. That's the thing. Nobody everyone thinks you have to stream like all the time to get people. No. It's the exact opposite. The more you stream, the less likely you'll get numbers. To be honest with you, so that's why I literally have 3 days off. I say at least take 2 days off. If you don't want to take 3, that's fine. At least take 2 days off from streaming because people will miss you. They'll want to see your stream more if you're not there. Then if you're there all the time, they're less likely to come to your stream because they're like, oh, well, yeah, he streams Monday through Friday or Monday through Sunday. I can catch his stream anytime. But if it's like I only stream this game at this time, I now have it set up that every day that I stream is a different game. So if you want to catch me playing this game that I'm currently playing right now, I only play it on today on stream.
Oh, that makes sense. And so
I don't play this the rest of the week.
So every show is special.
If you want to catch me playing something else, every show is something different. So like if you missed this stream, you can go watch my VOD, but you missed the live performance where you could actually join me. Because any game I play, anyone in chat is allowed to join. You don't have to be subbed to me. You don't have nobody has priorities. You can ask Mark. Nobody has priorities in my chat. Like devs doesn't matter. Like it don't matter who you are, you can play. And I'm not gonna boot someone so like someone else can play. My community is really, really sweet. And they will actually bow out if like someone else wants to join me in a game. Like if someone in chat says, hey, can I join you? One of my friends that I'm playing with are going to say, okay, I can bow out and let them join you. Since I've been playing with you and I always play, I'll bow out and let them join you.
It sounds
so
like,
I have like a really, really sweet community.
Yeah, it sounds like that's actually one of the challenges I think of doing like, any kind of performance on the internet is like, you can gather a community around you, but is it going to be a positive, sweet community, or is it going to be a horrible, toxic community? And it seems like you're always tottering on the brink of doing one or the other.
The way you have to work with getting the sweet community is you have to be more hands-on with your community. Like, you can ask I think there's a lot of people in chat right now that know me and has been in my streams. I am very, very I communicate with the chat the whole stream. Like, there's not a time that I'm not looking at chat, reading chat, saying something to somebody in chat, no matter what I'm doing. Like, I could be sitting here killing zombies, we could be taking out a play cart, and I'm sitting there talking to chat. And or like in game, my friends could be sitting there all sitting down by a play cart, doing some chanting crap by a play cart, while I'm sitting there talking to chat. They're like, "Don't worry, we're just chanting at the play cart." I'm like, "Oh, okay, guys, do that. I'll just continue talking to chat." Like.
Yeah, and that's the thing that I'm the worst at. I get so like a lot of times like the times that I stream are kind of the only times that I get to play video games sort of on my own. And so I'll get so engrossed and focused on the game, I'll completely lose track of what the chat is saying. Which I think makes me a weaker streamer. Though I definitely am good at the not streaming all the time part. I got that down. I just need to.
That's the part that you need to do, though. You need to get so the not streaming all part's fine, but you need a constant schedule. Like my schedule is Tuesday through Friday, and like today is State of Decay. Today I play State of Decay, and I always stream at 9 o'clock Eastern time. So no matter what, you're gonna know I'm on at 9. The only thing that might change is what time I end, because my normal time is 1 a.m. But like today, I'm not gonna go until 1 a.m. I'm only going until 11. But that's because there's things that are coming up, so I can't.
Yeah,
but on normal day, I would stream to 1 a.m. But on Fridays, we stream whenever, however long I can stream till, we'll stream to. And Fridays are days that actually chat gets to pick what we play, because I have a pool on my stream that they get to pick what we play, and I put 4 games on the list, and they vote on what game they want to see played. And then Friday we drink and we play games all Friday, like from 9 till whenever.
That's cool. Yeah, I've tried to maintain like a consistent schedule, but what I do is I try to stream on my lunch break. I come in here whenever the room's not occupied, and I try to stream on my lunch break. But the problem is, like, if I have a particularly hectic day at work, like the past week and a half, I've suddenly had a lot of work to do, like working on 2 separate projects at the same time, and I'm like, I don't have any time to stream, and so my stream just vanishes off the face of the earth for a while.
Yeah.
And it sounds like being really consistent.
Well, you can do that.
Like a TV show.
You can take breaks, and stuff like that. Like, that's completely fine, because, like, I know others have done it. The only problem is each time you take a long break, you're going to have to build back up from, like, 0.
Yeah,
so,
I
like,
can see that.
you may have, like, a few loyal people that always are there or whatever, but you're not going to have the same numbers you had if you were consistent for a full month. And I had that problem, actually. I went away in November. I had a really bad schedule because my internet went out, my power went out. We had a lot of problems.
That sucks.
So I wasn't streaming as consistent. So like every time I streamed back, I wasn't getting the same, like everyone wasn't there because everyone wasn't sure what was going on. Like nobody really knew what was going on. Even though I was open on Twitter and I have a Discord, like that's another thing. Discord and Twitter are like your best friends with streaming, because when you're not streaming, you're still connected to your community.
No, that makes sense.
Like, you can do stuff off stream. You can continue talking to your community. You can sit there and be there with your community. Like, they're there, and you can talk to them. You don't have to feel like you have to stream every day. I think when you don't have that, you feel like you have to stream every day to stay connected to them. But if you start establishing a Discord with your streaming community, then you won't feel as much as you have to keep doing that. Like, you don't have to keep streaming every day. So a lot of people make this mistake, though, to stream every day.
Yeah, I can see that. So for those of you who are just joining us, we're chatting with Devil's Feline. She is a streamer on Twitch. You can go check out her channel, and she's done a lot of streaming of State of Decay 2, which we appreciate. And so we wanted to have her on here, and we're just chatting with her about streaming, about what it's like, good strategic decisions for when you're building up a community. And it sounds like it really is all about building up and nurturing a good community.
It's about networking a lot. You have to network with other streamers, and the best way to actually network with someone is for them not to know you're a streamer. Like, if they don't know it, like if you go into their stream and they don't know you're a streamer and you're just trying to be a genuine friend to them, you'll get closer to them than if you come in and say, I stream this game, or hey, I want to stream this game. Chat, every chat that can hear me right now. If you ever do that, you will likely get blocked, and you'll lose the interaction with that person. And it's not because you're an asshole or they're an ass. It's just that that's rude.
Well,
like,
you sound like you're trying to exploit somebody, right?
Yeah, exactly. Not even trying to exploit someone. It's like, and I had this happen a lot when I have like a lot of people, which I don't have numbers in my chat. So anyone in chat that comes to my stream, we don't talk numbers. So no matter how many people are sitting there watching, I don't know what the number is, and I don't want to know what the number is. Because it'll make me more nervous. If I know how many people are watching or listening or whatever, I'll get really nervous, and it'll be bad.
Just in time.
So, I save you.
I am not
that was like the proverbial like bus that comes off frame, like in a movie. That was amazing.
No cam.
John T. the Fool.
Nope,
says,
I don't use the cam.
Are you saying that I stole your hairstyle, John T. the Fool? I don't know. This feels. I felt very original.
You've had
when I
that
got
for
this
quite
hairstyle.
some time.
Yeah, I don't know.
We're kind of smoking a little bit. we might want to fix this, but we're fine. It's not black.
Oh, the car is. I thought you were saying you were.
We're vaping.
No,
We're not quite smoking yet.
yeah, maybe. We're smoking a little bit. That's all.
We did have a question that I missed. We had a couple. So one person whose name I missed, and I'm sorry, asked us, are we ever going to do an expansion like Lifeline, where we maybe go to Camp Osprey and see what, and live through what the military did? The problem is that is a great idea. The problem is there's a lot of great ideas, and we can only do like one thing at a time. And so I love that idea. I mean, I would love to go back to do something like Lifeline again, because Lifeline was one of the, that was one of the most fun projects I've ever worked on.
I'm going here.
Was State of Decay Lifeline. We just got to do a lot of just interesting, cool things with the storytelling and stuff like that. It was a big party. But we're probably not going to do that because we're doing other things instead. And there's just so many good ideas out there. You can't do all of it.
Other things that we don't know about because they won't tell us, chat. They won't tell us.
Exactly. Yeah. Because like before we started streaming,
guys, stay tuned for private information. I got information, guys. Don't worry, I got it.
Yeah. We ran into a situation that reminded me of a secret upgrade to the game that we're working on right now, and I was like, oh man. This reminds me of a thing that I can't tell you about, Devil's Feline. And she's like, thanks so much. That's so useful.
Thanks. I'll go tell chat. I'm going to tell chat tonight. Don't worry, guys. I got inside information. There's a new thing coming. That's all I got. I know it's bad, but that's all I got to tell you guys. Sorry.
So there was a question way back
There's
that I
something
missed.
new coming.
Someone named River asked us, how long has it been since the Outbreak in this world? So the original State of Decay took place like a couple of weeks after the Outbreak, maybe less than that. You start out, you've been on vacation with your friend, and you come back from your 2-week-long fishing vacation, and everybody's a zombie, except for, a few survivors. This world, like in State of Decay 2, it's actually been something like 18 months since State of Decay 1. So people have been living in the zombie apocalypse for quite some time now. And all the people you get, you're not getting people who are just like, what's happening? Why are all the dead getting up? Like, nobody's in that mode anymore. It's all people who've been hardened survivors living out here for a while, except for Zex, the character we got killed. He seems like he was a little bit of a noob. But
we don't know where he came from. He took a very long nap.
Yeah, and I think he came from the Builder Legacy, which just gives you a whole bunch of noobs.
Why do we have... Oh, you forgot a mission.
We have had a lot of people asking about what is coming next for State of Decay 2 and when it's coming. So we haven't asked, we haven't announced specific release dates for anything yet, but there is going to be an update to the game.
Okay, we should probably take this guy where he needs to go.
There's an update to the game that's going to increase the difficulty, or at least give you the option to increase the difficulty. That's coming
before he dies.
Pretty soon. Early 2019 is what we've been saying. And then we've also planned a Return to Trumbull Valley, which should come out sometime later this year. We haven't gotten any more specific than that. So that's the plan, and that's all we've been able to announce about the plan so far. We're getting real close.
Don't say that!
We're getting really close to be able to... We've been getting real close to be able to say something, but it won't be this stream. We'll probably be able to talk.
We won't know.
On some
We won't know
stream.
ever, guys. Just we won't ever know.
It'll just drop, and you got to discover it on your
until
own.
it's released. Yeah, until it's dropped, and then I'm gonna be like, Mark, where's the patch notes? Hey, Mark, where's those patch notes?
So my favorite thing to
He
do
knows.
is
I ask him every single time.
is to show dev builds of the game with brand new content on this stream before it's released. And so if anyone will give me permission to do that, we are definitely going to do that. And so we just have to get closer to release time.
Yeah, I ask for patch notes all the time. Like, once you guys patch drops, the patch notes don't come until a little bit later. I'm like, hey, Mark, where's those patch notes?
I don't
Give me the patch
know.
notes.
I
Give me the
am
patch
currently-
notes. He's
I'm
like,
cur-
I don't know!
I am currently working on writing and editing 2 different sets of patch notes that are not ready to be released yet.
Oh, good.
So-
Okay, you're the one that does the patch notes? Okay, now I know who to go with.
I do
Mark,
write
don't
a
worry,
lot
I
of
won't come
it's
after you anymore.
it's a split between me and Andy Collins, our lead writer. We kind of tag team it a little bit, editing each other and stuff. But
Well,
yeah,
I'm
we
gonna
do
come
write a lot
after
of
you
patch
now.
notes.
I'm gonna be like, oh, that patch
You've got a
drop,
target
where's
on your
the
back now,
notes at?
Jeff.
Oh no!
What have you done?
It's a bone picked with you. I got a bone picked with
That
you.
is
what's gonna be
every
said
time
500
I
times.
go on the stream. I got a bone to pick with you.
But yeah, Green Master, it is difficulty before Valley. So you'll get the difficulty upgrade first, and then later on at some point the Valley. Speaking of folks in the chat here, so Blaze Experience is here in the chat, and he just finished planning and operating a community event called the Undead Trials, Undead Trials 3. just wrapped. And for those of you who don't know, Undead Trials is a competition where individuals or teams of people will they'll compete playing State of Decay, not using the rules of State of Decay, but they've got this like separate scoring method that they use to determine who's playing better. And so Undead Trials 3 was a Daybreak challenge. Everybody got into Daybreak and tried to earn as many points as they could, as many crazy, extra challenging runs through Daybreak as they could. And it looks like the winners they were the Zombie Buffet team. Team Zombie Buffet pulled it off. That's Fall Down Go Boom, Scarproof, and Lion 4660. So congrats to those guys. I think they got some prizes. I forgot what the prizes were. But
I'm sure they were awesome.
But they're already hard at work planning.
You're great. You're
planning
great
Undead Trials 4. So if you got any questions about it, go talk to Blaze. If you want to be involved in the next Undead Trials, maybe win some prizes, definitely play a bunch of State of Decay with some of our best players. Talk to Blaze Experience. He's got the answers. And Undead Brant in the chat, who is one of our colleagues, he says Fall Down Go Boom needs to be stopped. I think this might be his second Undead Trials.
I don't think he can be stopped.
He is one of our better players. That guy's nuts.
His streamers have tried to stop him so many times, and just it can't be done.
So Greenmaster 4067 says, I've been playing State of Decay 1 for a bit now, and I hope the giant police station makes a return. Are you talking about the courthouse? Which is, I think it's got a jail downstairs, but it's also got like courtrooms and things like that. We will have to see.
Oh my God. I did not get any gas. Did you get any gas out of that?
No, I don't think so. I forgot we were looking for gas.
So
I counted on you.
So now that we've got a lot of folks in our chat here, I want to check. I don't know if these folks are actually watching us right now, but Steven Shepard and Death Hour, both of them won prizes on previous streams, and Megan, our social media manager person, has not been able to get make their contact information work for it. She hasn't been able to get them their prizes.
I can't.
So if you guys are watching, or if any of you know those guys, Megan definitely would love to get your info so that she can deliver your prizes.
There's a screamer about to scream.
You should email Megan at undeadlabs.com and see if you can make that happen. And we are going to give away prizes today, by the way. I forgot. Oh, I always forget to bring in the samples.
Bring in the samples.
I feel like I should run out and grab some samples of the prizes that we're going to offer. I think I'm going to do that. You guys got this? You guys got this for a minute, right?
Yeah, we'll be fine.
Yeah, I'm just going to take off.
It'll be fine. Yeah, we're fine. We got this. Yeah, we'll just take this. Guys, hi guys. I'm going to take over. Hi.
I'm all alone. Jeff left me.
Hi.
What am I going to do?
Shh, you're fine. You're just be normal. Shh, just be normal.
Just act normal.
Just be normal. It's fine. They're not going to
Easier
bite
said
you.
than done.
Well, we used to keep the boxes in the kitchen, but we don't anymore, and I don't know where they are. So
Mark freaked out a little bit while you were gone. Just let you know, he freaked out a little bit while you were gone.
Okay.
He'll review it later. He'll see what happens.
You can't leave him alone.
Oh, hey. Brant has got...
I was going to make it rain.
Oh, here we go. Okay, here we go.
Can we see?
It's Brant.
Yeah, I think so. Oh my gosh. Look at all these prizes.
Have the bag, too.
So these are State of Decay pins.
Ooh.
We're going to be giving away 3 of these at the end of the stream. So, don't leave.
Wait, isn't there something else we're giving away?
There was the jacket.
We're giving away a jacket today.
And make
We're
sure
giving
you
away a
hit the
jacket.
follow.
Yeah. If you can find a jacket.
I can.
Okay. Yeah. So Brant's going to find a jacket. I'm going to clean up the mess that Brant made.
There you go, Brant.
He's going to come back and make
Seriously,
another mess.
the audio guys are going to flip if we leave crap on the floor in here. So we have the cleanest audio team in the industry. So we can't mess this room up because they share it with us. All right.
Let's talk to this dude.
So every new person who comes in asks when future expansions are coming out. So I'm just going to repeat the information again. Sometime early 2019, early this year, is when the update that increases difficulty is coming in.
Can I help you set up something to help you with that later? Can I help you? Can I set you up with something like legit to help you? Like,
so I think
you don't have to repeat yourself 500 times.
So Megan is actually
help you, like for real.
Megan is actually working on something. She's got she started exploring bots and stuff. We are the most non-professional streamers in the world.
Honestly, I can help you guys, like legit. I can give you guys an actual legit bot that ain't gonna like time anybody out or do anything crazy, and help you guys like set it up like legitly.
I would love to get
I'm
any
okay with
recommendations
this.
from you that you have. But I know that Megan is.
I'm legit down to help. I'm down to help anyone. Like I'm
She's very
I'm that person.
Megan is looking
Yeah,
into
I'm
that
really
stuff
helpful.
already. I think
Really helpful.
so. We are going to
Yeah.
be a little bit more professional very, very soon. Just not quite
About
yet.
time.
Sometime. Because
Exactly. What he said. You need Chatbot. You need Streamlights Chatbot is what you need.
Okay, we'll keep that in
And
mind.
Megan can actually run it from the other room. Like she can run it from wherever she's at. She doesn't have to be there with you guys or whatever she wants to do. She could be somewhere else, running that while you guys are doing that. And it'll also show her chat too, so she'll have chat up,
Cool. Yeah. So
and it'll let you just like pin, like just do exclamation point whatever, and it'll repeat whatever you want to repeat every single time you do exclamation point whatever. Or you can set a timer to where it automatically just says, "Hey guys, sorry we can't give you any news. Sorry." Maybe next stream.
But
Hey,
there
guys,
is
by
a
the
difference
way,
between
hey,
something popping
Kyle.
up in the chat versus me like saying it out loud, and which
Well, no, I know that. That's what I mean, though. If you have something popping up in chat, it'll let people that are just walking in know, hey, by the way, we don't have no information on this. This is popping up so that the conversation doesn't keep going this way. Like, yeah, that's like the best thing you can do.
Yeah, I think you're right. Maybe we should get a bot that actually has a voice that just comes on here and just now
Hi,
and then is
crazy!
like,
Oh,
hey
you
everybody,
you can have, like,
we
a
can't,
text
we don't
or
have
talk
release
type
dates.
thing, yeah.
But
Yeah, we don't have release dates.
As long
Sorry,
as it's
guys.
voiced by Brant.
But since we're not quite set up with that yet, early this year is when difficulty happens. Sometime later this year. Oh, that's great. Sometime later this
That
year
answer, that's
is
a-
when Trumbull Valley happens.
That's a great
So
answer.
Brant, who is an artist, who is a professional artist, who is paid to art, he has provided us with this image of the grand prize from today's giveaway, which is an awesome jacket. It is
That's exactly what it's going to look like, too.
It's a Bronto gas.
scale.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's
You
that
can
big.
cut it
Yeah,
out.
you can see
There's gonna
Bronto
cut it out.
gas. It's a Bronto gas jacket.
Thanks, Brant.
In
Yeah,
fact,
thank you.
Wait,
actually
it's the
like a
jacket?
bad,
It's the
eBay
jacket.
Sale,
Oh my
that's actually
God.
what you get. You just get the car.
Yeah. So Brant is gonna
I want the
actually
I'll take
hold
the
on to this.
drawing, honestly, I'll take it.
Let's ship this with the jacket.
Okay.
Okay, so you're gonna get the jacket and you're gonna get this beautiful piece of art by Brant Fitzgerald.
Original art.
Original Brant Fitzgerald art.
Yep.
You have to take it out of my hand, Brant. You have to. You have to. Okay, thank you.
Take it from him.
So that's gonna be our grand prize. So we're gonna do that around like 250.
Mango.
About 2:50 Pacific time, which is, what is that? The 22 minutes from now. That's when we'll do it. So hang out till then, and you'll get a shot at it. We've already got big winners sitting in our chat already. Blaze Experience has
I
won
want
before.
one,
Joe
too.
Bob's won before. A bunch of y'all have won. So
I want one. That's the only thing I don't have.
is the jacket? Oh man,
Yeah, I
man,
have it
you're
now.
ineligible today. Oh.
I know. That's the only thing I don't have, and I really wanted one. You can ask Mark.
And you guys are about to have a serious
I was
cold
really
snap where you are
wanting
too, aren't you? So this
Yeah,
is a
I can
warm
really
jacket.
use that jacket.
Devil needs jackets.
I mean,
know.
the paper jacket over there isn't very warm.
Hey, my friends in chat. You guys want to win me a jacket? Since I can't do it, I'll love you. I love you. Hey, Panda, get in on that. Hey, Nitro, Mango, Lily, come on, guys. Nerd. Oh, Nerd wants it. Never mind. Nerd, never mind. Don't do it. Nerd wants it.
Where did all these zombies come from? They're
I
hiding out
don't
in
know.
the
I love
ditch.
you.
Okay, so since we've got Mark here, I figured
Yeah.
our trivia
Oh my God, Muffin!
our trivia question is about buildings.
Yes.
So think about all the buildings that you know from State of Decay, their names, and we're gonna do building trivia later on.
Oh gosh. Oh gosh. It's not gonna help any of my friends. Guys, Google.
Oh,
Do homework. Do your homework.
Oh no! Seriously, is this the
That,
highest
that still counts,
freak
right?
density we've had on a stream?
this is insane.
Not counting Daybreak.
They hate me.
Just seriously,
Yeah,
like
this
every
is,
single
This is every time I play.
every juggernaut in the world is coming
So
out
it's
here.
you.
Yeah, it's me.
We
You
found,
saved me!
we found the common denominator. Anyway, trivia.
Yeah.
Trivia. So we're not doing it yet. 20 minutes from now, we're
Okay.
gonna do the proper trivia.
I don't have bullets, so
I have a crossbow, which is the best weapon against
the cross.
juggies.
Yeah, it is the best weapon ever in game. Yeah, I agree.
Oh! He's going
Pro
down.
strats.
Come on now.
Somebody get on his back.
There we go.
There we go. Oh!
I don't.
Oh,
Juggernaut.
kill stealer. Devil's Feline
I
just
know.
stole us.
That is her way.
See, even Lily says this just happens when I play. Like, this just happens when I play. Like, I
Okay,
don't know.
you are really good with
They
that
want to
crossbow.
have- This is why.
I keep explaining. I'm
This
like,
is why I said that the difficulty doesn't need to be changed for me. This is why the difficulty doesn't need to be changed for me. Just so everyone knows, this is why.
Yeah.
This is why I'm okay with the difficulty.
yeah, we've got a
This is
broad
hard.
and diverse player base of people with many different levels of skill and interest in difficulty, and so
Yeah.
we have to serve the entire community. But yeah, we're
this
definitely
is why
not
I'm
making.
like, I'm okay with the difficulty.
We're not
Like,
making the base
okay with
difficulty any harder. Even though I guess we did
Yeah.
sort of at one point increase the horde size recently. For
Yeah, that you did that, and that like kind of sucks, but it's okay because I just started a new community, so it's fine for me because they're not
Yeah.
huge now. Now, if I would have stuck with the same community, it would have been like I would have died like so fast because I was just playing the same community, just exploring the map for like days. Like we were so deep in that, it would have been bad.
All right,
Luckily, I left right when that patch came out. I was like, yes, we're not gonna die.
Beagle58 says, "Can it be made easier?" We actually considered trying to add an easier difficulty at the front end, but it kind of felt a little bit like it wouldn't be State of Decay if it wasn't at least this hard. So I think, yeah. So we decided against
I
doing
understand
that.
why they want. I can actually tell you why some people want a lower difficulty, and I've actually been trying to help people with it. So people are promoting this game. I'm not saying you can't play this by yourself. Everyone, don't attack me once I say this. But if you're new to this game, if you've never touched a State of Decay before, and you're coming in fresh, not knowing anything, it's hard. This game is really hard, like, dumb hard for them, and they have no one to play with, so they're going out on their own trying to build the community without anybody helping them, like no other players or anything like that, and that makes it hard. Yeah, you have matchmaking and stuff, but I mean, come on, everyone knows about matchmaking. Matchmaking is like queuing up with randos. Come on, guys, we all know what happens. You get either the rando that like jumps in the car and leaves you be unless you die, or you get the rando that just drives into bloaters, or you get the rando that'll stop the car at a juggernaut. Like,
Just want
we
to
all
fill
know
car
that
with
any
gas.
multiplayer game like that, you're gonna get an ass. Like, yeah. you can't help that. So I mean, I understand where they're coming from because I've actually seen it. A lot of people stopped playing the game because they said it was too hard. But I said, "Are you playing by yourself?" And majority of them said yes, they were playing by themselves, which made sense why it's hard for you if you don't even have, you've never even like beat a community or anything. You have like no advantage.
Yeah.
Rather than someone who's beat the communities and has the card advantage.
Yeah, no, that does make a lot of sense, and it is part of it, because we didn't bite off the complexity of trying to make a variable difficulty level that like ramps up the difficulty as you add people. It's a straight consistent difficulty level, and the main thing that affects your difficulty is if you've got a lot of different people running around doing random stuff, you make more noise and you attract more zombies. So it's a little harder in that way, but we didn't really change the number of zombies or the progression of the game or anything based on how many people are playing. So you're right, that does mean that we do have to sort of set the difficulty level at a level where a 4-player team doesn't feel like nothing's happening,
Yeah.
Yeah. And then like a 1-player team doesn't feel like they are playing against like they need 4 or 3 or 1 or somebody, because there's a lot of people that don't know how to play. They really don't know how to play the game, and that's what I offer them. I'm like, I can help you play the game. I can even help you with your community off, like, because I don't jump in other people's games on stream. Just because if they leave, then what am I gonna do? Like,
yeah, totally.
I'm just sitting here like, okay, guys, hi. Like, I don't know what to do. But I do offer helping people learn the game and helping people any type of way in the game, because it is hard by yourself if you've never completed a community or you don't have any friends that play the game. There's a lot of people that don't have friends that like this type of game. Yeah. And so you're stuck playing by yourself, and that's like hard. And then if you're just dying all the time or you're just losing people all the time, you're not gonna want to play that game no more, no matter how much fun the game is. Nobody just wants to die. Like, hate to say it, chat, but nobody just wants to die.
I'm sure there's someone out there that really loves to die, but we don't know.
I mean, clearly it's me, obviously.
Well, yeah, for me, when I first played the original State of Decay, which I didn't work on, the thing that made me realize I loved the game was when the first time one of my characters died, because I was like, oh wow, I'm playing this kind of game now. I realized what's going on.
Yeah.
And that was before games with permadeath were like all the rage. Like this was the original State of Decay was kind of a.
Yeah, I didn't play the
special
original
thing.
because it wasn't multiplayer. I only play multiplayer games.
Which is kind of funny for
others.
Like for me, I'm one of those. Like, there's a lot of folks in the chat who are saying, well, I like playing single player, and that's actually the way that I play, because
Muffin.
I've got like I've got 4 kids and a demanding job, and it's like I always feel like I can't schedule my life well enough to be able to play consistently multiplayer with other people. Like the kind of multiplayer I play is usually like, just quick matchmaking Call of Duty style multiplayer, because no one there is mad if I have to leave. And I have to leave a lot. Like you never know when one of my children is going to wake up, right? And so there's no time of day when I'm safe from interruptions. So I play mostly single player games, or I'll play multiplayer games like a single player type person. So that's one of the reasons why State of Decay 2 tries so hard to. That's another reason why
this game's perfect for me.
Well, like it tries to
it's multiplayer.
It tries to split the difference, right? So it tries to offer a multiplayer experience for people who are multiplayer players and a single player experience for people who are single player players, while still being the same game, which is a really difficult line to walk. And it means that there's some multiplayer experiences people want from our game that they can't quite get, and there are some single player experiences that are a little harder because we're trying to support multiplayer.
Well, okay, so like there's a difference between playing single player the way that everyone else does and the way that I do. Like you can ask chat.
That is true.
I'm always in multiplayer. So my solo gaming is multiplayer. I'm not in the where I can press pause and my game pauses.
Oh, gotcha.
I don't play that way.
You're always in multiplayer
I want someone
mode.
to join in whenever. Yeah. I'm always in multiplayer mode. So like that's why I say the difficulty doesn't need to be changed. If you think the difficulty needs to be changed, and this is for anyone in chat, you can test me on this. Play multiplayer solo. Do it because you don't have the pause button. You don't have any of your little safety things anymore. Like it is literally difficult. And that's how I play. Like I always play multi in case someone comes into chat and says, "Hey, I want to join you." They can just jump in. I don't have to switch modes or anything. So I'm always in multi, which I say try it. You'll see that the game is hard. Like the game is way harder than it. Everyone's like, raise the difficulty. I'm like, play multiplayer only. Only play multiplayer solo. Do that. Then tell me you need it upgraded. Like that's why I don't think it does. That's why everyone's like, raise the difficulty, and I'm over here like, why? And then everyone's like, wait, you play only on multi. I'm like, yeah. Because I allow anyone to join, so I'm always on multi.
Jaunty the Fool points out, I need to pause because I have a small child, and that's the position that I'm in. It's like I have to be able to pause.
I understand that. I'm just saying, if you say it's too hard, if you say this game's too easy and you needed a difficulty, at least try multiplayer on.
Yeah, I'm not disagreeing with you at all. You're absolutely right. And I think one of the reasons why we had internal debates, about it when we were first making the game. Should we let players pause the game at all? And we actually seriously considered just having the multiplayer experience be the only experience and let no one pause.
That honestly
ever.
Would make this game, that would like help the difficulty issue, to be honest with you, because I don't think anyone thinks about that as a thing, like just to turn multiplayer on and play solo.
You just take a break
like,
anytime you want to versus,
Yeah, well, that's the thing with that. You can take a break anytime. I just keep it on. I mean, I just do it like to let anyone join that wants to join.
Yeah.
That's the reason why I have it. But yeah, I've noticed, and then everyone else noticed it. They're like, wait, you think it's hard because you only play a multiplayer? I said, well, yeah. I don't want to have to like mid-game switch to multi and then let someone join. I just want someone to join on me. Like, just join on me. That's literally what I do the whole stream is just join on me. If you want to join on me. That's
And we wanted that to be part of the experience too, because we know that there were going to be players like you for whom the multiplayer experience was the real experience, and we wanted it to be as wide open as possible to letting other people join. So, are you examining the floating intestines?
Yes, yes, I was.
It's a snake.
That's always.
I've been playing a bit of Red Dead.
Feature in this game, those features, Mark, and those features.
Game is perfect. Game is perfect.
Like my oil spill. Like the oil spill I had in the game?
I don't know what that is.
Spill.
I don't know.
At one point,
no, we literally were just driving around
black.
like this.
And it looked like a giant oil
it became
spill.
Black. Not the road, the dirt road became black. Like oil.
Man.
And when I got into it, my whole car got covered
Which
in
I have
stuff.
not seen
it was
before
like an oil
or
spill.
since.
Yeah.
I'm like, all right.
We used to see stuff like that like early in development, but we thought all those kinks got ironed out.
Nope, I found it. I was the only one that could see it too. Nobody else could see it. They're like working, everyone's in the game. They're like, there's nothing here. I'm like, no, it's oil, guys. It's oil. New feature. We got oil.
When you're driving by a mission you weren't even paying attention to, and it's warning you you're leaving the mission area. Like, I wish there was an emoji, an emote for the characters to just flip the bird out the window as you're driving by. Like,
Well, that's like that. Well, normally the only reason why I'm doing that, we're stuck.
Oh.
The only reason why I'm
You're stuck with
I
a feral.
even-
Oh my gosh, what's happening?
I had it.
I
I
feel like,
have it. I have it.
I feel like I should cut
Damn.
away.
What?
I mean,
You
so
can ask
you've got the
Mark
feral,
whole
and then
entire time, but-
you've got the zombie who's dressed like the feral.
Bam!
Oh,
We're
you're
gonna
gonna
explode.
you're gonna blow up that car.
We're gonna explode. We're gonna explode. Oh my god, he saw me.
And I've got the best weapon for a feral, which is a crossbow
Yeah, and a knife.
and a knife.
So are
if
you
my bat broke.
are you trying to beat Dacey's record of 3 deaths on camera in one stream?
Yes, that's what I'm trying to do.
Oh my god.
Dodge,
Knife.
dodge! Oh no!
Knife to see you.
Now,
Use meds.
if he comes after you, I can't
No,
help
no,
you.
no, no.
JK, I'm coming. Sort of.
Fall Down says mid up. Okay, yeah, we're following Fall Down's advice.
Oh, he's gonna explode that car.
Uh-oh. Got a hug or not?
Did you say hug or not?
Yeah.
did say hug or not.
Hug me.
I want
hug me.
hugs!
Well, he wants
Oh, there goes the avocado. It's gone.
to hug. Yep. Shh, it's fine. Shh.
Our
Just
only
needs- just
means
needs a little water.
of egress.
Jaunty's like, hug the jug.
Jugs need hugs.
I ain't touching that.
Jugs need hugs.
I ain't touching that.
Oh.
Okay.
And you gotta follow. You're,
Nerd
you're
knows.
trying to get
Cut
2 of my
commercial.
characters
We
killed
need to
all at
cut
once.
commercial.
Eh,
Look, we killed it. It's good. It's fine. It's good.
yeah. Maybe there's some weapons in this
Look at this lovely.
Totally
This
not
enormous
infested looking
building
factory.
full of zombies.
Get in the avocado.
There's
The
some.
avocado's gone. It died. GG avocado.
It's now guacamole.
GG avocado.
So did you work on this enormous building, Mark?
Yes, I did. This is one of the buildings that I made from scratch,
Oh wow.
and
This
Yeah.
is the building that you go in at the end of the trader
Yep.
mission.
yes,
I've done it
lots
so
of
many
windows,
times.
or else it would have been pitch black in there.
So yeah, it's so do you have to actually like think through like how the lighting is going to work, how a building is going to be lit from the outside because we don't have electric lights inside and
Yes, yeah. Since there's no electricity, and a building with this much space is just going to get really dark really quick. So yeah, lots of windows, skylights, and usually
Is there sky? There's honestly, there's not even skylights. But yeah, there
you
are.
make the building. It's like, oh, this is
I was
way
like,
too
I
dark.
looked-
We got to put in some windows.
I look directly up, and I'm like, there's no skylights here. Where are you seeing skylights?
So I remember reading an article about Red Faction where they were talking about how their environment artists had to learn a lot about architecture and physics
Yes.
because those buildings would physically collapse. And if they,
Yep.
if you built something the way you got used to just building, making just weird, surreal, cartoony video games, you just build a building, it would just collapse on itself. And while our buildings are not built with physics, you do still have to deal with questions like lighting and stuff like that. Like our world is simulated in ways that means you can't just make whatever you want and just invent whatever lighting effects you want. Like you have to actually have it work nicely with the systems surrounding it.
Yeah,
It's
and
like
like
a whole-
I
stairways
think
and
the game doesn't have
railways,
physics.
roofs.
That
I've
truck,
discovered that it is
that
going to be.
truck.
I do not want to be a roofer
Oh, yeah.
because
No,
some
I don't
of
think,
the
I don't think
crazy
anyone wants to be a
roofs.
roofer, honestly.
Well, maybe roofers do.
Yeah. I
No,
think
I don't. I think they just like the money, though. I don't think they actually like.
I
the
think
job.
some people like
You
the
know what I
thrill of being up high in a place other people don't get to go. I imagine there's some fringe
Yeah.
benefits to being a roofer.
True.
I'm just imagining. I have not roofed. I have only hung
I have not
Christmas.
roofed.
I have only
I'm
hung
just
Christmas
saying,
lights from a roof,
like,
which is
it's-
different.
It's like manual labor. So.
But yeah,
Yeah.
some of the
Yeah.
complicated, especially around here in the Washington area,
Yeah, not
Um,
even roofers want to be roofers.
the roofs are
Nerd
insane.
gets me.
There's so many weird little angles. And
Oh
like,
yeah,
no,
that.
that and drywall workers. There's so many, like, used to be a lot simpler. Nowadays, it's so complicated because everyone wants round corners on everything, and
Oh, sheesh.
yeah, it gets very
Why do we
complicated.
still have this guy? Is this guy like? Who is this guy? Why is he still with us?
He is my follower.
Oh,
Yep.
I thought he was someone for a mission. Made me think he was someone we were supposed
It's
to turn in.
Ricari. Is it Ricari? I think I remember this
I'm
guy
like,
being
why
in the
are we
card.
carrying around this guy that's dying?
It's Jacob.
His name's Jacob.
He's dying though. Look at him.
He's not
dying.
doing
You
well.
can't tell me he's not.
So
Clearly.
when you're talking about the lives of roofers, I just watched Magic Mike for the first time, and I was like, oh yeah, you're right. I think roofers probably get dissatisfied and become male strippers instead most of the time.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, I can imagine, like,
That's the only time you want to be
roofing
a
in
construction
Arizona
worker.
during the summer.
Oh yeah, that's
Not
gotta be
my
the worst.
bag.
That's good. The folks who worked, we had our roof redone recently. The folks who worked on our roof, it was in the middle of summer. It was hot, and they all had hoodies on, mostly just to protect from being overexposed to the sun. I was like, you've got to be just a bag of sweat after that. Oh my gosh.
And like recently,
That's a good question. Wait, is that a thing? You guys, is that a real thing?
Is what a thing?
Someone asked in chat, will players be notified if they are going to join a game that the difficulty is increased?
I don't
Because
know that
people can
for
increase the
certain
difficulty?
because we haven't shown anything with the new
I mean, that would
update.
be
But
smart so that you're not going into a game and
Super.
it's stupid hard. You know what I mean?
I remember someone talking about that. I'm not on that team, but I remember being sort of overhearing a discussion about that. Where they definitely thought of that.
Yeah.
I don't know how it was implemented, but that was definitely a concern that people brought up nearby me, and so I would not be surprised
I mean,
if
it'd
that's
be
how it works.
smart. Yeah, it'd be smart to add it so that no one like jumps in and like immediately dies.
Yeah, because they're suddenly in like the absolute hardest possible version of
Yeah.
the game. Yeah,
Like they're in hell.
yeah, that is a
Zombie
very good
hell
question.
now? Yeah.
Here.
Yeah.
really?
Yeah. Surprise! Next difficulty. Oh, you
Taking
love
this
that
person's
character.
ear
Too bad
off.
they're dead.
So
Just got robbed.
I lost track of a few questions here, so I'm going to do some catch up with questions before we
Sure.
go to the quiz.
Go ahead.
So Blaze asks for Devil's Feline, do you have a favorite base you like to have your community at?
Yes. Depends on the map. I can't remember the names on the map though. I renamed the map. I don't have like the
She
names
does
of
that.
the maps. Like,
She does that.
for example, the one we're in right now is a squirrel jumping rope.
A squirrel
Um,
jumping rope.
Yeah.
Squirrel
Yeah,
jumping
this is a
rope.
Squirrel jumping rope.
Okay. Oh, I see that. Yeah. I can
Yeah.
see that now.
Yeah.
Sure.
Well, I like the in the one map I like the baseball field. In the other map
Oh.
I like the princess castle, and I
Oh,
only
yeah.
like the castle because it has the morale. I
So-
don't like it because it's pink or anything like that. Don't even go crazy, chat.
I was
But
actually
like it because of how big it is.
the pink castle was much for me. Like it took some time to persuade me on the pink castle, but now that I've seen people reacting
the thing
to
that
it,
was amazing about the pink castle is while you're riding around, and I think it's another map. There's a little play set of the pink castle somewhere in someone's
Oh, yeah.
backyard.
I think that might be some of the same textures.
I loved it. I was like, yes. When I first found the pink castle, my map was really glitched out to where like we were literally going to die every 2 seconds. That I had to leave the map as soon as I found the pink castle. So we had to leave the map and go to a different map or die. And
Oh.
I wasn't gonna die, so we just left and go to a different map. And so I didn't get to play at the pink castle until like I think it was 6th run through. Then I finally got to have the pink castle.
Yeah,
And that's like my favorite one. I like all the bigger bases. I don't like the small bases. I like the bigger ones.
It is definitely one of the more memorable bases that we have.
Except when I hit the little like movie theater things, I hit those all the time.
So I have gotten
Those little pole
unofficial
things.
word that there might very well be a warning when you're joining a game at a higher difficulty.
Okay.
Don't
That's good.
That's not an official announcement because we're not officially announcing anything. But I did get confirmation that's not a bad guess about how it might work. So nice work, whoever it was that said that.
It would make sense. It would
Yeah.
make sense to put that in there though, because otherwise you're just gonna blind everyone, and then people might not be joining other people's games because they don't know the difficulty, and then you basically get rid of that aspect of the game. So no longer people want to join people, help people, which kind of takes out a part of the game. At least for me, it takes out a part of the game.
Yeah, I can see that. So no official word.
I wouldn't want to join
because
someone's game if I didn't know what the
Yeah.
difficulty was.
yeah, I don't want anybody to think I'm making official announcements about features and stuff because there's a lot of complicated stuff we have not said anything about. So there's just a lot of context you're missing. But that's not a bad idea. I'll just leave it. I'll leave it there.
Yeah.
One last thing before we do the thing. So Career Buzzard 79 wants to know if when the Xbox rolled out support for mouse and keyboard, and they're wondering if we're going to support mouse and keyboard on the Xbox. And that is a question that's brought up. So it's been brought up before, and I actually had not been paying attention. I didn't actually realize that the Xbox already supported
I
mouse
said,
and keyboard.
can't you? Isn't it?
So
I was gonna say it already does.
It's
because
not
on
unreasonable.
PC, right?
I think right now, I think we actively lock out mouse and keyboard controls because they bring with them stuff like settings on the settings menu that would be confusing if you didn't have a keyboard and you're playing on the Xbox. And so it would take some work for us to make that happen. But now that I realize that actually is out, I'll go put that on my list and we'll see what we can get done there. But let's
because I have friends that like playing on computer, but they aren't playing on computer. They want to play on Xbox, but they want the keyboard and mouse. And I said my answer to the question was, and I didn't have anybody's information. You can ask Mark. I said it's likely to happen since it's already on PC. Since this game's already on PC, it's likely to happen and come to Xbox.
Well, since it's
you
been
guys
mentioned,
already have it on PC.
Well, since it was mentioned here on our stream in the chat, it became more likely to happen because I'm going to go put it on a list somewhere.
Yeah.
Doesn't mean it will.
Yay, see guys,
but it's more likely. So let's real quick. Let's do our giveaway quiz. So if you want to get one of these lovely State of Decay pins, or maybe even if you're super lucky, a jacket that looks roughly like this, only it's a real jacket and it's made out of fabric instead of paper.
Do it.
Here's a question for you to answer. What is the name of the dog-themed bar chain in State of Decay 2? Don't answer Devil's Feline. You might know, but let's leave it to the chat.
Being quiet.
What is the name of the dog-themed bar chain in State of Decay 2?
Chat.
That is a fine question.
So I'm sure Mark knows the answer because Mark has worked on these things. So we'll go back to the gameplay, give people a chance to answer.
Chat, I believe in you guys.
In the meantime, so the plan is we're going to have one winner on Twitch, one winner on Mixer, and one winner on YouTube. So everybody gets a chance, but then we're going to sort of do a random drawing from amongst those three winners, and one person is going to get a jacket. So that's what we're going to do. So you guys go ahead and put your answers up. It's not necessarily the first person on each platform. Megan actually does a little bit of random determination amongst the first few, just to make sure that, that the winner isn't determined by the speed of your connection to the internet. That would seem kind of unfair.
Yeah, because there could be a delay on the stream for them too.
Yeah, so if there's a delay and that's what's holding up, we don't want it to.
Delay.
Yeah, we don't want it to hold you back. So, in the meantime, let's see what other questions we've got. River wants to know, have we ever thought of maybe adding like a memorial journal to remember characters that have died? We actually wanted originally to
we need that.
We wanted to do a lot more with memorializing characters' deaths, and it was a feature that we had to cut in order to, to get the game done. But it was something that, it was one of the hardest things to cut because we really thought that would be valuable. So it's not something that would be easy to add now because we did kind of max ourselves out on the amount of stuff we could put into the game, and it's really hard to get in each new sneaky feature. But that cutting that one hurt enough. I would not be surprised if at some point in the future we did have a feature like that in some iteration of this franchise. Just not right now. Let's see here. So River wants to know, you don't have to share, but do you know what caused the outbreak? We do have a story internally about where the outbreak came from that we have not shared anywhere outside the company. In fact, I don't think anyone even outside the walls of Undead Labs' office knows the answer to that question. And we may never reveal it, because it's one of those things where, I've watched a lot of TV shows that have deep mysteries and stuff like that for people to wonder about.
See, I thought it was airborne type thing because of the fact of the plagues.
Well, see,
that's how I took it.
That is a very interesting guess.
Not airborne, but you know what I mean? Because
it was like some kind of virus or something.
Not everyone's a plague zombies. Mm-hmm. Yeah, because when they bite you, you get the plague. Or as I say, sneeze on you, you get the plague.
It's a plausible theory.
Yeah, that is a plausible theory.
It's viral. That's exactly how I took it. It's viral because of the plagues. And not everyone is a plague. So that means it's obviously viral. That's viral,
So the thing that's interesting is things that sound obvious and plausible and stuff to you might sound preposterous to somebody else, and vice versa, right? And so the problem with having a mystery like that we hold out for a long time is that everyone's got their favorite idea, and no matter what we do, if we reveal the answer, we're going to end up disappointing most of our audience. So mysteries like that, a lot of the time, it's kind of better if they're never revealed, and really if the game isn't about the mystery, right? So,
Yeah.
so really, the game is about your people and how they deal with
But
the
the only
situation,
problem
and
that
not
does
the mystery
with
of the
the
situation.
mystery is it also opens up my question on what I would like to see added to this game
Yeah.
and why it's not added. I mean, Mark says there's tons of dead animals, but my question is why didn't it affect the animals?
I never said tons of
Like,
dead
why
animals.
don't we see zombie animals?
That is a
There's
good.
tons of dead animals, but why didn't they get affected? Because it's not like it's, you know what I mean? Like
So-
they were alive.
So I-
Zombies could have ate them, though. That's why they're dead. Like, we don't know that information really. We don't know if the virus killed them or zombies killed them. Like, we don't know.
there are certainly a lot of options.
And if zombies did,
One point that our design director Fogey made when we were deciding, like whether we were going to put the effort into trying to make animals in State of Decay was like that he didn't feel like we needed zombie bears or something like that because
I
bears
think we
are
need bears.
already
I wanna be
monsters.
mauled.
They're already monsters, and so
I want to be mauled by a bear.
like attack dogs already scary.
Mm-hmm.
They don't need to be zombies in order to be scary. They are already scary. Humans get scarier when they become zombies, but a lot of like predatory animals don't become scarier. Maybe a cow
Well, I mean,
becoming
like-
a zombie would make it scarier.
A squirrel.
Yeah.
A squirrel, zombie
Well,
squirrel.
like you have like dog houses and stuff like that. So like, common sense would be, where's the dogs at?
Yeah, and so
Like,
the
where's the
real
dogs
answer,
at?
of course, is the dogs are outside of our memory budget. That's where the dogs are.
Yeah, well, no,
we're
yeah,
playing inside of our
that's
memory
why I
budget,
agreed.
and the dogs are out there.
They're loading.
Yeah, they just ran away. Like what chat says, animals were just smart and they got away. They smelt it and they ran.
Yeah.
I want to see a zombie deer. I want to fight a zombie deer.
So-
or a bunny.
So let's see here. So Feechima wants to know: have we ever thought about allowing a player to prestige a favorite character if they survive like 25 or 30 legacies, so that they can never die? That is an interesting idea. The issue with anything that requires that much effort is it always we have to contend with the problem of, well, what percentage of players have that many characters that have survived that many legacies, and is most of the audience going to appreciate a feature like that if only like a tiny number of players ever gets it? Now, there are a lot of features where we do say, yes, this is worth it. Even though only a tiny number of players are ever going to see or use this feature, it's still worth it because the hope of getting to see this feature is one of the things that might motivate a player who maybe never gets there, but they like playing a game that has that kind of breadth and longevity to it. And so sometimes it really is totally worth it. But that is a calculation we have to make all the time, is rewards for players who play for hundreds and thousands of hours. At some point, you have to start wondering, how much effort can we put into something that is only going to be seen by a handful of people. In that particular case, that is an interesting idea. I don't know if we would ever try to say that they never die, just because the whole point of State of Decay is that everyone can die. So that might be a bridge too far for us on a thematic level. But that is a cool idea. We're almost out of time. We need to resolve this. We need to resolve this whole
Is there a
quiz
limit?
thing. A limit on the
Is
number
there
of
a limit on how many times like someone can die? Like not die. How many times someone can survive
like a legacy?
a community?
I don't know how.
Yeah.
I don't think there's a limit on that. I think a character can just keep on surviving.
I don't know.
do
I
have-
haven't. I stopped completing them because once you complete them 4 times, you pretty much know how to complete them because they're always the same story over and over and over again.
That is true.
And I stopped completing them. So because it's too easy. Like that is too easy. I don't
Yeah.
want to
Once-
keep
once you
doing
got the prizes
same
for it-
stale content.
Yeah, once you get
Yeah.
the prizes for it, the long play is kind of the long tail of the game.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
let's see
Well,
here.
I started just doing maps, just exploring maps.
Okay, so it looks like we've got a winner on YouTube. We got a winner on see here, Megan. I'm actually not sure who the winners are. Can you repeat them in our Slack chat? Because I'm a little bit unclear on who's coming from what platform. And I think I've only got 2 listed here. So Megan's working on that. So we might run a little bit long today because we're not going to quit until we have winners.
I'll try to keep my guy alive for the next couple seconds. But I'm going to shoot
Longer
this
than
gun.
seconds. I'd keep him alive for a while. I thought this was in the base. I thought this can was dynamite. I'm like, that's safe.
We'll be fine.
No, No, look inside. Look at it from an angle. From a certain angle, it looks like inside next to the healing place. This is the wrong way. Okay, good. Like, I was like, is that, like, dynamite stuff in there?
We got our,
Like, that's not-
We're getting close. We almost got it. Do you have a meeting to go to or anything?
Nope.
Okay, good. I don't want to mess up
Right
Mark's
here, this
day.
one. From this angle, the little tag on it kind of looked like it was. I was like, "What is that?" I don't have one of those.
Yeah, so no, I want to go
No,
through.
it is gasoline. So I was right. It is.
We do
Look
keep
at
our
gasoline
snacks
and
next to our
everything.
gasoline.
That's so safe. Yeah, you should know.
So
Keep our snacks next to our gas. So if it blows up, it's fine.
Yeah, so I feel
Who
like
doesn't like
we
the
should be
taste
able to
of
walk through that. I feel like I
gasoline?
should log a bug about
Right.
that gap right there. That should be navigable.
I gotta get off the carbs. Can't quite fit through there.
Okay, we've got winners, everybody. We got winners. We're going into winner mode.
Yay!
Okay, so what is the
Winners,
name
guys,
of the
winners.
dog-themed bar chain in State of Decay 2? That bar chain is called the Jolly Collie Tavern.
Woo!
It's the Jolly Collie Tavern.
I'm so happy that people know that.
It's a Jolly Collie Day at the tavern. No, that doesn't work. Anyway,
Sure.
so the winners. Let's talk about winners. Let's switch back to this mode. And okay, so our winners are on Mixer. I'm Your Nightmare has won a pin. Has won one of these. One of these lovely pins. I'm Your Nightmare.
Congratulations.
On YouTube, Magic has won one of these pins. And on Twitch, Sailor Wolf.
Even I'm too fat for
Often
this.
the first
Look
one
at
in
this.
the
I'm too
chat.
fat for this.
Sailor Wolf.
Yes.
Sailor Wolf is the early bird. He got the worm, and what's more, Sailor Wolf gets the jacket. So
Nice.
Sailor Wolf is getting a giant pile of
We
stuff.
should put that in the jacket.
So yeah, exactly. So remember, we had a couple of people who had trouble getting in contact with like getting their proper contact information to Megan last time. So definitely make sure that you chat with Megan. If you have any trouble getting in contact with her and you won this thing, send her an email, megan@undeadlabs.com. Make sure that you get it done because we want to get these prizes out to you guys. So congratulations, Sailor Wolf. Congratulations on
Congrats.
your Nightmare and Magic. That was awesome. And thank you, everybody, like Mark was saying, for paying attention to our game and knowing what stuff's called. Because you know,
Warms the heart.
Mark puts those beautiful signs out there up front, and then I go through and I look at the signs and I type in the names so that it shows up on the map properly.
And I'm like, everyone, the Jolly Collie. He's like, what? Where? We have never seen that before. I'm like,
So, okay, we are about out of time. So let's just real quick point out that this awesome voice who's been talking to us, this awesome disembodied voice, this is Devil's Feline.
Yep.
Devil's Feline is a Twitch streamer. She is awesome. She nurtures a wonderful, sweet, beautiful community, and she streams every, was it Tuesday through Friday evenings?
Tuesday through Friday. Yes.
So go to
9
Twitch.
p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
That's Eastern Standard Time. So go to twitch.tv/Devil's
Yeah.
Feline. Check her out. She is awesome. And I am Jeffrey Card. This is Mark Lautenbach. And we are done. Thank you so much for being here, everybody. We love you guys. And we'll be back here next week. So, see ya.
later.
Bye, guys.
So we're just going to have 15 seconds of this screen while we put
It's
up
the best screen.
YouTube ads and stuff. Whatever.
It's my favorite screen.
Yep. It's fine.